Some of your problems are going to start with grams and ask you to solve for moles. So in this example, how many moles of nitrogen are needed to produce 35.923 grams of NH3? So the 35.923, that's my given, and I'm asking you to solve for moles of nitrogen. Because we saw the word grams attached to NH3, we know we're going to need the molar mass of NH3. NH3 has a molar mass of 17 grams per mole. So we're going to start by writing our given. Our given was the 35.923 grams of NH3. We can't work with grams in a stoichiometry calculation. We have to always turn those grams into moles. So looking back from our previous unit, to turn grams into moles, we need to divide by the molar mass. There are 17 grams of NH3 for every 1 mole of NH3. If you stopped right here, all you would have done is converted grams of NH3 into moles of NH3. But the problem wants us to find moles of N2. And for that, we need our mole ratios in our balanced equation. There is 1 mole, I take that back, there are 2 moles of NH3 for every 1 mole of N2. To solve, we multiply across the top, 35.923 times 1 times 1. And then we multiply across the bottom, 17 times 2, and we divide those two numbers. So 35.923 and I get a final answer of 1.06 moles of N2. So to recap where my numbers came from, 35 was given to me in the problem. 17 is the molar mass of NH3. And then the 1 and the 2, this is my mole ratio. And those numbers came from the coefficients in our balanced equation. Our next question says you produced 80.023 grams of water from how many moles of oxygen? 80.023 grams of water is my given. Moles of oxygen is what I'm trying to solve for. Because I see grams attached to the H2O, you know that you're going to have to find the molar mass of water. Hydrogen has a mass of 1. Oxygen has a mass of 16. There are 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Water has a molar mass of 18 grams per mole. I'm going to start by writing down my given, 80.023 grams of water. And I need to convert grams of water into moles of water using my molar mass. So there are 18 grams of water in 1 mole. And next I need to use my mole ratio to turn moles of water into moles of oxygen. I'm using my coefficients from the balanced equation. There are 4 moles of water made from every 5 moles of oxygen. To solve, I'm going to multiply across the top, so 80.023 times 1 times 5, and then I'm going to divide by my bottom. So 18, 4, and I get 5.6 moles of oxygen. So I want you to pause the video and try to solve K3N. Yield decomposes to form nitrogen plus potassium. balance the equation, identify the reaction, and then calculate how many moles of nitrogen are created from 83.54 grams of potassium nitride. So if you tried this problem on your own, you should have gotten a balanced equation with the coefficients 2, 1, and 6. This is a decomposition, and what we found out was that 83.54 grams of potassium nitride decomposes to form 0.32 moles of nitrogen.